NBC Den Boston political commentator, and my at-issue co-host Sue O'Connell is here. Sue, let's talk a little bit about Project 2025. Its director says he has stepped down and the project has been abandoned. For those who don't know, it's a 900-page document outlining a conservative wish list of sorts and includes some extreme ideas so extreme even Donald Trump distanced himself from it. Sue, this has been worked on for years. We really believe the conservatives have just abandoned this thing quickly because of some negative polling.
Well, Corey, I think it depends on what we think they actually abandoned. They may be trying to distance themselves from Project 2025, but they can't distance themselves from the recommendations that they made in that 900-page report, right? They can't unring that bell. Everyone has heard it. Everyone is talking about it. The Democrats and the Harris campaign, they have seized on the Project 2025 report. They're calling it a blueprint for the next Trump administration, as are some conservatives before they abandon it. So people can step away from it all they want. It's in writing, and it's become a major talking point for the Democrats. It's kind of like having a baby. It's going to be there whether you want to parent it or not.
All right, so it appears Kamala Harris had a good night in Georgia last night. She packed an arena at Georgia State for a major rally with a few big names on hand. She used the moment to mock Trump for trying to back out of a planned September debate. Do you think she'll be able to shame him into meeting her on stage? And do you think he's worried about debating Kamala Harris?
Well, I don't know if she's trying to shame him, or she may just not be talking to him at all around this, right? What Harris may be trying to do is just send a message to voters that she is not afraid of Trump, that she is willing and eager to debate him, and she's getting control of that narrative. But Trump may indeed be worried about it. He may be worried about facing yet another black female prosecutor. And I'm sure he's worried, or at least his campaign may be worried, about what damage he may do to his re-election effort with general election unaffiliated voters if he is unable to refrain from insulting VP Harris for being a woman, for being a black woman, or being a woman of East Asian descent, which is something he has been unable to keep himself from doing so far.
Which leads directly to my next question, because today Donald Trump appeared in Chicago to answer questions in front of the National Association of Black Journalists. There was a, we'll call it, interesting moment when he was asked about calling Kamala Harris a DEI hire. Let's play it and get your reaction on the other side.
Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is only on the ticket because she is a black woman?
Well, I can say no. I think it's maybe a little bit different. So I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly very much. And she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She has always identified as a black woman.
I respect either one. I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't.
Sue, you heard how that comment landed in a room full of black journalists. What do you think of what the former president had to say?
Well, you know, what to say here. He's someone who actually married 2 out of 3 times. He married an immigrant, and obviously Trump certainly doesn't understand how ethnicity, national heritage, intersectionality, all that works. There are probably a number of people in that audience who are of mixed backgrounds, right? And it's also interesting that he thinks that somehow what he said, is going to put Harris in a bad light. And for the millions of Americans in this country of immigrants, nothing in that statement makes any sense. So let's back up to just a second, to your first question. And wackadoodle answers like this is the reason why his campaign may not want him to debate Vice President Kamala Harris.
Yeah. Sue, thank you so much for your insight. As always, we appreciate it.